Afternoon. It's a great day today, and thank you for taking time out to spend with me this Friday afternoon. Thank you for joining Rhema, Forever Rhema, Balanced Life Ministries. I'm your host, JD Taylor. Oh, I'm just so excited today. My topic today is from stressing to blessing. Before I start, I need you to just reach out and share this with someone. Um, Hit your like and subscribe because you'll never be bored with the topics that the Lord has given me to bring to you. Because whatever I bring to you, like I told you before, it's not just for you, the listener, but it's for me as well. Either I've been through it, going through it, or who knows, may eventually go through it. But when it comes to stressing, we all at some given time is stressed about something. Um, the thing is, how do you overcome it? Can you overcome it? Is stress something you can overcome? Yes. But at some time, there's some time where, um, we'll put it this way. Is your stress work related? Is your stress, or should I say, does your stress come with the job that you do? Because there are certain jobs that you do where stress is a part of it, but you can deal with that because it comes with the job. You conditioned yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally to deal with that stress. But then you have stress that comes on you that you didn't bring on. Stress that has come upon you that causes you problems, health issues, cause you pain, cause you frustration, cause you anxiety. Stress is your body's natural physical and mental response to any demand, challenge, or threat. It can be caused by both positive events, like a job promotion, and negative, which comes like losing a loved one or losing getting out of a relationship. Stress triggers the release of hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, which prepare your body to respond, commonly called the fight or flight response. There are different types of stresses. There's acute stress, chronic stress, and eustress. Your acute stress is short term, which often responds to immediate threats or pressures, like in traffic. If you're sitting in traffic for a long period of time and you got somewhere to be at a certain time, that can bring on stress or pressure to get where you need to be. Chronic stress is long term stress from ongoing situations like work pressure, financial problems, illness. And at some given time, we all deal with that. Um, Eustress, EUSTRESS. This is a stress that can motivate you, such as if you're in a competition or preparing for a test. Um, those are some stresses that you can run into. Boy, but who wants stress? Nobody. Nobody really sets out or wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, I'm going to be stressed today." How stress affects the body, and this is really important. Uh, Brain and emotions. It increases anxiety, irritability, and depression. Stress can cause depression. Um, Impaired memory, your concentration. Because if you're stressed, you can't concentrate because on any particular thing, because your mind is just all out there. um it triggers sleep problems. Now I know, if especially with me, if I'm stressed, it's hard to go to sleep. That's why you find most people that are really stressed, they take sleep medication so they can sleep, because if not, whatever has triggered that stress, whatever they're worried about, whatever they're stressing over, is there. It's not going away until you hit it, deal with it straight on. Okay. Other than that, it's a problem. And do you know stress can raise your heart rate and your blood pressure? Of course. It increases the risk of heart disease and stroke over time. And you know, you don't want that. You don't want nothing stressing you that's going to run your blood pressure up or cause your heart to get irregular. Time to work on that. If any of you out there stressing, come on. You got to do better. You got to get a handle on that. What is stressing you? What is giving you problems? Okay, is it worth your high blood pressure? Is it worth heart disease? Is it worth your depression? Come on. It affects your immune system. Initially boosts immune response, but chronic stress weakens it. It can weaken it. Uh, it increases vulnerability to infections and slow healing. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. So if you say, okay, if you're in the hospital and you're having surgery, they always ask when they're doing their pre-op questioning, uh, are you stressed over anything, or is anything bothering you or worrying you? Is everything okay at home? And questions like that. And I always wondered what that got to do with me having this surgery or going through this procedure. Well, hey, it increases vulnerability to infections and slow healing. Okay. So we need to take that in consideration. Digestive system causes stomach aches, nausea, and diarrhea. Oh, yeah. Have you ever planned on, okay, say you were asked to give a speech or to minister or do something in front of a crowd of people or group of people that you're not used to doing? Okay. They ask you to do something you're not used to doing. It can, I know there are times when my stomach started cramping just before I'm supposed to get up and minister or speak or whatever. My stomach started cramping. I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, it's just an ordeal. All this is part of stress. So now that I know that, then I limit my stress and calm. I start doing things that can calm you down prior to. That way, you don't have all these uh, different problems that can attack or affect you prior to you doing what you're supposed to do. Um, if you have ulcers, it can worsen the condition. You can have a little tiny ulcer, and then it if you're constantly stressing over stuff, that ulcer can expand and get bigger. You know, you hear people like, oh, I have a stomach ulcer. That's caused by stress over a period of time. Um, it also uh, causes muscle tension, lead to headaches, neck or back pain. You hear people say, "Oh, I got a really bad headache, a headache in the back." Oh, that's a stress headache. Have you ever heard that? Yeah, I have. Oh, that's a stress headache. What are you stressing about? So if that's the case, get a handle on it. Deal with self comes first. You got to make sure you're okay, because whatever stressing, you can't concentrate on that. Don't focus on that. Just if it's not your stress, don't stress it. You know, to me, every stress or everything that could cause me stress, I put it in God's hands. You deal with it, Lord. Lord, fix it. I can't. I try to live a stress-free life. We all need to get to that point where we're living a stress-free life. At least try to. At least try to. Because, and like I say, the job that you have, depending on your job, it comes with some jobs come with a certain amount of stress. Well, I say all jobs come with a certain amount of stress. It comes with the job, but you can deal with that. You can deal, you know how to focus and deal with that on a day-to-day basis in order to do your job and function 8, 10, 12 hours, however long you're on your job. And you can deal with that. It's just those other stresses that people put on you, situations put on you. Why stress over something you can't do anything about? If I don't have money to pay a bill and the bill is due, why would I stress over something that I can't do? All I can do is, Lord, fix it. You know this is what needs to be done. You know what I have to do. Fix it, Lord, because right now I'm not seeing it. I don't have it. Matter of fact, I don't even have no means of getting it. Have you ever in life felt that way or been in that situation? Is it somebody out there that's in that situation now? Take it to God in prayer. Put it in his hands. Because why stress over something at that time you can't deal with, you can't handle? If you put it in his hands, I guarantee you, and I'm not just saying this, I've experienced this. If you put it in his hands, let it go, put it in his hands, and I guarantee you, he'll work it out before you could even get it out of your mind. The phone will ring, or somebody will come by, or something where he will bless you. Whatever you need, he will provide, because he's Jehovah Jireh. He will provide. He will take care of you. The word say, I have not seen my righteous forsaken, nor my seed begging bread. We are the seed of Abraham. We are the seed of God. We are his creator, his creation. Come on. So we need to start working on stress. And I say we, because there are times when I find myself, okay, I could feel stress coming on. And it's like, I have to sit back, take a deep breath, or if I'm in class and my class is stressing me out because because you tell them something and they do the opposite, or anyway, and it's stress, I politely excuse myself, either go to my office or go to the restroom and okay, and talk to God. Like, okay, Lord, okay, whew, okay, I'm putting this in your hand. Calm that situation down. Fix it, Lord. And then when I feel myself, whew, getting some air and some release, and I can feel that tension subsiding, then I can go back to my class, go back to my job or whatever, and everything is a different atmosphere. Do it. It works. When you put it in God's hands, it works every time. But you can't give it to him and take it back. You got to give it to him and leave it there. All of it, whatever it is, leave it there. Put it at his feet and say, "Here, you take it, Lord. It's this is yours. I can't do anything with this. Help me, Lord." How to manage or change stress. Physical. Talk about exercising and walking, eat balanced meals, mindfulness and meditation to calm your system, your nervous system down. Like I was saying, I would excuse myself, and for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or I'll tell them take a break, and I'll go take a break as well, and whew, and then get myself back together, get my mind uh focused on the things that I need to focus on and not being distracted by foolishness. You can reel yourself back in. You don't have to be, throw cast it out and then leave it out there for somebody else to deal with, which makes it harder for you to reel it in because now you out there. No, got to be in control of what you throw out and what you reel back in. Okay. Um, Sometimes it says write down what you're stressing over. A lot of times when you write something down and you read it back to you, you get a clear understanding of what's going on or actually see how it's affecting you. Okay. So that's what you want to um, take time out and come to grips with the stress that you're dealing with. Okay. Uh, Time management, prioritizing your task, whatever you need to do. It's just like a teacher who do a lesson plan. Okay, same thing. Sit down and think about what is stressing you, how you got to that, and what can you do to eliminate that stress. Was it stress you caused, or was it stress caused by somebody else? Sit down, think about it, get in a quiet space, just you, yourself, and your eye, and think about what is going on and how did you get there. Um, it said reduce caffeine, uh, alcohol if you drink, if you watch TV a lot, eliminate those things to take time out because alcohol is not going to do it. Caffeine ain't go that's just mess your system up. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know a lot of times well, doctor would tell you certain procedures, they'll say, well, don't drink caffeine, drink something not non-caffeinated. um but you can't drink it away, you can't fuss it away, you can't point finger to say you did it. It's not, because sometimes it just might be you that caused that stress. So it's not about pointing finger at anybody. If you automatically know that that is what caused it, then it's not putting the whole blame. You just know that, okay, I'm stressing because you did something that's stressing me out, or you did something I told you not to do. Okay, think about that. And don't let that overtake you from doing what you need to do to get your mind back in order. Okay. Um, it says when your relaxed technique, take a deep breath. You can do breathing, take just like I told you when I excuse myself and go to be by myself, and I take a deep breath and I calm down and I sit back and whew, I'm a hot chocolate drinker. So I have my cup of hot chocolate and I'll sip on that, and just I don't think about anything. I don't think about what just happened. I said, Lord, just fix it. And then I try to empty my mind of all negativity and start anew. So when I go back to class, or when I come in contact with the person or people that stressed me out, I know how to deal with it. I know how to deal with it. Um, Some external stressors that you can come in contact with when it comes to work related stresses is if you have a position where you have a deadline to make, and you have that tight deadline where you got tons of work to do, and it all have to be done by a certain day, certain time, and say that day is approaching fast and that time is right at hand and you got to get it done. That's stress. Some people stress over job security. Oh, how long this job gonna last? And so and so just got laid off. Wonder if they're gonna lay off me. Well, look, put it in God's hands, because trust me, if you get laid off, God got something better for you. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Even if you're not fired but laid off, that's for a reason. Just like if you were fired, it was for a reason. But whatever it is, put it in God's hands and move on. Because I guarantee you he's gonna work it out. He's gonna work it out. Long hours can stress you. Conflict with coworkers can stress you. And I know we've all been there when it comes to the stresses of long hours and conflict with coworkers. Um, Financial problems. How many of us have had financial problems over a period of time in our lifetime? If you haven't, I need to meet you, because everybody didn't have financial problems at some given time. Major life changes. You hadn't seen me in a couple of weeks because I was in the process of moving. And there was a little bit of stress going on there. And I'll talk about that later, because I want to get into stressing to blessing. Divorce. Anybody that has been divorced, that can cause some stress because it's a life change. It's a life change where at one time it was two doing it, and now it's one. Especially for the mothers who have children, and granted, sometimes there's the men will have the children and they become single parents, as well as a mother can. Not only women are single parents, there's some men that are single parents without the mother, whether the mother deceased or whether he got full custody. You just never know. But that's a change. And if it's something that you're not used to doing, um it can be stressful. It can be stressful. Losing a loved one can be stressful. And guess what? Even becoming a parent can be stressful. It doesn't come with directions. It doesn't, babies don't come with a tag on them. So that can be stress. Am I going to be a good parent? I was a young parent, but I had sense enough when I brought my baby home to pray and ask God, Lord, I don't know how to be a mother. Now I can follow my mom's footsteps, and I know she helped me and so on and so forth. But I want to know how to be a good mother. And I said, Lord, I don't know how to be a mother. Help me. Show me how to be a good mother. My mom is a good mother, but I want to be a good mother, because there's some things that my mom did that I probably wouldn't do. There's some things that my mom didn't do that I would do. But I wanted God to direct me and guide me. For anybody out there that don't have kids, that want kids, when God bless you with a child, ask him to show you, to help you raise that child. And I guarantee you, he will. And I did say they didn't come with directions. Just say, do raise up a child in the way you would have him go. When they get old, they won't steer away from it. What better directions you can get? Come on. Internal stressors, negative thinking. We got to stay positive. We got to think positive at all times. Negativity should never be a part of our thinking. Constant worrying, uh, catastrophes, trying to be perfect when you're not perfect. You strive to be perfect, but don't beat yourself up if you don't do something that's not perfect. It's okay. It's okay. Um, Unrealistic expectations, setting unattainable goals, and being overly self-critical. Stop being critical of yourself. Yeah, you can. You, there are times when you look at yourself and say, "Okay, I could have done that a little better. I could have did this. I could have that." But don't be so critical that you're just ruining your whole way of doing things. Or people look at you and say, "Oh Lord, here she comes with her critical self." No. Mm-mm. Set goals that you can reach. If it's a huge task that you plan on, break it up. Break it up in small bits and accomplish that. And then when you accomplish that, then you go to the next phase. And then you accomplish that and go to the next phase. That's just like I noticed and I learned this years ago. When it comes to land and building property, say apartment buildings. Um, when I was looking, not apartment buildings, homes, like a subdivision, and I was looking for a house, went to this one builder and they were talking about, she said, well, this is our first phase. Okay, now the huge goal is to build that in that whole area of community. Okay. So instead of doing it all at one time, they did it in phases. And that's how your goal should be. It should be broken down in phases. Because if you look at the whole big picture and you try to jump in and accomplish that whole big, you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. So you got to take it in bits and pieces and take it in phases and ask God to help you. Lord, where do you want me to start first? How do you want me to do this? And he will. He'll show you. He'll put someone in your life, in your path, in your way to help you, show you somebody that has already done it, already been there, uh, and show you, oh, okay, well, do it this way, because if you do it that way, when I did it that way, it didn't work. And this is why. Okay? Because what may not work for somebody else may work for you. So therefore, if they say, well, I did it that way and it didn't work for me, you need to find out why it didn't work for them that way. Okay? Because then it could be something in your mind of what, or in your feeling or on your draft where it would work for you. Okay? Um Psychological triggers. We talked about lack of sleep. Some people get so stressed they can't eat. When they worry, oh, when I get depressed or when I worry or when I'm stressed out, I can't eat. Well, that's not good for your body. You need to try and eat something. Oh, I hadn't eaten all day, or I hadn't eaten in a couple of days, or I just got an apple, or I just got an orange or a banana. Oh, okay. Vitamin C, potassium. All right. But you need more than that in the course of a day. Um, and we talked about the substance of alcohol and um, caffeine. Too much caffeine, too much alcohol, too much anything that's gonna work on your system, your body. Um, After going through all that and thinking about the stresses that I've done and stresses that I've gone through and how uh, it worked for me, and in some cases it didn't work for me, um, I wanted to know what does the Bible say about stress and anxiety? Um, the Bible doesn't use the modern term stress, but it addresses the cause, the effects, and remedies of what we now understand as stress: worry, fear, pressure, anxiety. And here are a few points that I'm going to bring out. Um, God's peace replaces anxiety. Because remember, I said when you get too stressed, too anxious, um, you go to God. That's the only person to go to. Oh yeah, we can go to friends and um, our pastor, and but knowing God for yourself, go to Him first. Or if you go into these other people, then make sure you go to God to make sure that what they're saying to you or what they say you should do or shouldn't do is agreeable with God, is what God says. Okay. Philippians 4:6 and 7. And write this down if you taking notes. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. This encourages us um, to respond to stress with prayer and trusting that God will give us peace in the midst of our stress. Cast your burdens on God. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. He wants us to release our stress and our worries uh, to Him, so he can take it. Because when Jesus went to the cross and He hung there and He bled and He died, He took all that with Him. All the pain, all the worry, all the frustration, all the depression, anxiety, all the sin that we could ever commit, He took it with Him. So therefore, you go to Him and say, Lord, I know you paid the price for me to be free of this. Help me. Help me, Lord. Help me. Because it's all about Him and you together. I always say me plus one. Because without Him, I'm nothing. Without Him, I can't do the difficult situations and circumstances that arouse in my life, whether they're mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, financial, whatever it is. I have to give Him full control over everything that concerns me. Jesus offers rest. Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. And I know a lot of you Bible scholars, we done heard this. I done heard this ever since I was a little girl, but never really put it into action, really knew what it meant. And basically what it's saying is, why are you worried? Give it to me. Let me take on that. Let me take on that. I got you. This is what He's saying. I got you. I will give you rest. I will give you peace. In the midst of whatever you're going through, you'll find peace in me. And it'll all work out. It'll all work out in the end. Um, hmm. Trust God in uncertainty. When you're uncertain about something, when you're not sure about something, you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't even know how you got to that point. It's like you woke up one morning and, oh my God, this is stressing me. How did this happen? Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. He will make that path straight. Where you feel confused, where you feel frustration, where you're anxious or feel anxiety, he'll come right in when you give it to him, and stop trying to do it yourself. Stop trying to think about or get an understanding about something so negative. No, give it to him and he'll work it out. He said, submit to him. We got to get to the point where we're submitting our lives to Christ and let him handle all our situations that is beyond what we could even attempt to make right. We try, but it's not working. It's only stressing us out more. When you take on something, when you take on stress that you should give over to God, it just makes it worse. It just builds up, adds on, because you don't know how to get rid of it. So you just adding more stress on top of the stress you already have. And it's coming from all directions. Come on. Figure that one out. God is a refuge in trouble. Psalms 46, 1 and 2. God is our refuge and strength, and an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. Stress is countered, protected by God's presence. He is our strength. He is our refuge. We run to him for protection. And he will help us. It's just like if your child ran to you, I was scared of something and ran to you, and you embrace them and say, it's okay, I got you, it's okay. That's how God is. That's how he is. And stress is a part of life. It's how we deal with it. It's how we deal with it. Another thing I thought about. Did Jesus ever deal with stress? If so, how did he cope? How did he deal with it? And being in anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. They're talking about Jesus when he was on the cross. This suggests an intense emotional and physical stress, potentially even a rare medical condition called hematidrosis. Hematidrosis, where extreme stress causes blood vessels to burst into sweat glands. Now, that was some stress. Jesus was stressed. He knew what he was facing. He knew what he had to do. Oh my goodness. Jesus consistently turned to prayer in times of distress. In Gethsemane, He prayed deeply and honestly to God, saying, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. That was Luke 22:42. He modeled how to bring overwhelming emotion to God while still submitting to his will. At that precise moment, I want to say fear. Fear took over his emotions at that time for a split second. But at the same time, when he was asking God, come on, I'm having second thoughts. Take this away from me. But I know, Lord, this is your will. So let your will be done. He knew he had to do it. We wouldn't be where we are today, being able to do what we do, being able to pray, being able to have people to forgive. And if he didn't do what he came here to do. Community. He brought Peter, James, and John with him during this difficult time. Although they fell asleep, he intended to not be alone in his suffering, highlights the value of community support. Sometimes we need support from friends, family, even if they're there and don't say anything. Sometimes it's better to just have your presence there. Sometimes it's better to just have an ear, someone to just listen. They may not always have the right thing to, or know the right thing to say, but just to be there and say, you know what, it's going to be all right. Even if they say it's going to be all right, they don't have nothing else to give you, but it's going to be all right. Guess what? It's going to be all right. He brought his closest disciples just to be there with him. You don't think he knew they wasn't going they was going to go to sleep? He had to be there a long time for them to get that tired and sleepy. They figure, he okay. We'll just rest here. They were supposed to be the lookout. They were supposed to add some, I guess, some kind of encouragement to him or whatever, but they was resting. But it shows the importance of acknowledging and expressing emotional pain sometimes when it comes to honest expression of emotion. Jesus didn't hide his fear. He openly said, my soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow. And you'll find that in Matthew 26:38. He acknowledged his pain and how emotional he was at that time. So it's okay to acknowledge when you're in pain, to acknowledge your stress, and because if Jesus did it, you can do it. It's normal. Stress is a normal way of life to a degree, and like I said, it's all in how you handle it. Certain situations that causes you stress when it comes to fear. Jesus was in fear for a split moment when he realized he knew his mission. He knew what he came here for. He knew what he had to do. But when the time came, it was like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. I don't know if I want to do this. Lord, if you can just take this away. But let not my will be done. Let your will be done. It's not about what I want, Lord. I'm here because this is what you want me to do, and I'm here to be obedient. And that's where we should be at that time. We should want to be obedient to God and allow him to step in and be to us what he's supposed to be to us, and that's the Father that protects his children, that covers his children, that's here for us whenever we call his name. When we call his son's name, he's right there. If he stand at the door and knock, he's not coming in until you let him in. Until you let him in, he'll stand there and he'll keep knocking because he know that you need him. We need him 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year. We need him. We need him. And there's nothing that our Father can't do. When we go low, he go lower in order to bring us up. He's not going to let us get too high where he can't bring us down to the level and where we should be. So it's all about trusting and having faith in God through any situation that you're going through. God's got it. God's got it. He got you. And everything that you're dealing with, however you're dealing with it, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, financial, spiritual, he got you. He got you. Acknowledge the stress without judging it. Recognize what is causing your stress. Sit down and think about what is causing this stress. Is it something I did? Okay, what can I do to eliminate it or straighten it out or not do or do better? Or is it stress that is being brought on to me by someone else? Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's a husband or a wife or your child or a relative of sort, aunt, uncle, sister, brother, co-worker, what is it? Is it something that you can go to that person and straighten out where you're not stressing anymore? Or it's eliminating that stress? Except that it's valid without labeling yourself weak or failing. Just because you're stressed and you can't get the you can't get control of it, don't think you're a failure. Don't think you're weak. You just have to get to that point where, again, and I'm going to keep on stressing it, putting it in God's hands and let him work it out. Let him work it out. Pray and ask God to remove this heaviness from you. Fix it. Fix it, Lord. Whatever it is, if it's something that's caused by somebody else that's putting the stress on you, Lord, fix it. Fix them. Make it right. This is beyond me. You hear people on the job say that's above my pay grade. Well, there's some situations that we get into that's above our prayer grade. I can pray all day, but this is something that God has to work out. He got to fix it. And I got to step back and allow him to do it. Stress activates your nerves. Activates your nerves. So you want to do something that that can get you back relaxed. Meditate, read, of course, pray, and just sit quiet. Sit quietly and get to that relaxed state of mind where you can think things out and realize, okay, this is not where I want to be. This is not this is not caused by something I've done, Lord. So you got to fix it. Think about what you can be thankful for. This is where you put the positiveness back into your mind and in your heart. Okay, through this stress, out of this stress, what can I do to be thankful? What is it about this stress that I can be thankful for? Think about it and work on it and appreciate it, because God has given you uh, a mind and a heart. Lord, give me a clean heart and renew in me a right spirit. Renew my mind, Lord. Help me. Help me, Lord, to overcome. Help me to overcome, Lord, what you have conditioned me to be, what you have created me to be. I thank you, Father, for all that you've done, all that you're doing, and all that you will continue to do in my life and in those that are around me, Lord, in their lives. Fix it for us, Lord, because you can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. You need to sit down and think about what you're grateful for. Just write down. You can do it each day. Think of 3 things each day that you're grateful for. Lord, I'm grateful for waking up this morning. I'm grateful for being able to get to my job safe. I'm grateful, Lord God, to have the people around me smiling and happy. Grateful for family. Grateful for the air you breathe. I'm grateful, Lord. Through all that you've done and all that you're doing, Lord, I'm grateful. And God will continue to bless you. What is currently weighing on your mind? Right now, if you're thinking about the stresses, what is it? What is the most thing that's weighing on your mind? Is it work, relationship, your health, or something else? So this week, I want to place that on you to think about it, pray about it. Don't stress about it. Put it in God's hands. Because remember, God got you. He's protecting you and he will forever protect you. So have a blessed rest of your day and weekend and next week. No stress, but be blessed. Thank you.